May I come in?
Sure. Take your seat.
Thank you.
This is the speaking test of International English Language Testing System taking place on Wednesday, the 8th of October at Bilingual Learning Center. Center number BLC367. The candidate is Masroor Khan and the candidate number is 006754. The examiner is Jahid Mahmoud Hussain and the examiner number is 596321. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could I have your full name, please?
I'm Mashur Khan, but you can call me Audric.
So, where are you from, Adrik?
I'm from Bogura, which is known as the gateway of northern part of Bangladesh.
So, can I see your identification?
Sure.
Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So, let's talk about internet. So, when did you start using the internet for the first time?
I really remember the time, but probably in 2016 or 2015, it was the first time I used internet, and I was quite surprised when I used the internet for the first time. I used the YouTube and Google for the first time. I was quite surprised.
So, how often do you go online?
I uh, recently I rarely go online because I don't get enough time to go online. But if there's any kind of necessary work or I need to go online for any kinds of works, I only go online during that time. But otherwise, I don't go online that much to just waste my valuable time.
So, how does the internet influence people?
Internet has a really great role in people's life because without internet we can't think about our life because when we don't have internet we can't work from any kinds of field whether the field is because even every kinds of field we need internet such as in education sector or any kinds of work jobs and it's like everything everybody needs internet so it's
So,
important.
do you think you spend too much time on internet?
Actually, I don't think so. But whenever I get enough time, or maybe after my exam, when my exam finishes, during that time I use internet for some kind of recreational or to refresh my mind. But otherwise, I don't use internet that much to waste my time.
So, how will be your day without internet?
It will be a real terrible day because I'm I gotta do so many online classes online, and at the same time people who have so many works of their life attached with internet can't will not be able to track their works and for me I'll not be able to track my works or other study materials from internet so it will be really hectic day for me.
Thank you. Now I'm going to give you topics and I would like you to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. If you want, you can take notes here. This is your paper, pen, and question. Describe a great dinner you and your friends or family member enjoyed. Okay, now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this topic, so don't worry if I stop you. I will let you know when the time's up. Could you start speaking right now, please?
Sure. So nowadays, just because of our day-to-day hectic life and hectic schedule, we don't usually get enough time to meet with our relatives that often. So we fixed one day that when we'll meet with all the relatives together in a restaurant, and we arranged a get together in a well-known restaurant. And what I felt like the most about what I feel the most happy thing about that it's just the first time maybe I'm being able to see all of my relatives and whom I have never seen in ever of my life since ever in my life. And I had some Italian dishes in that restaurant, and it was pizza and some other traditional foods in the restaurant. And most thing I liked about it, all of the people were asking, are gossiping about their life updates, how's it going, how's my study going, and different kinds of things. I'm seeing all of my parents and all of the relatives being happy. They're enjoying the gossips and they're talking about all of their nostalgia memories. So it really made me feel so happy that all I'm being able to see my family so happy during that time. So I feel so happy about that. And I really like the event because during that, because during that day it was the first time I have seen themselves so much happy, and I have never seen them so much happy before. So yeah, I really felt so happy about that event.
Thank you. Could I have the paper and feedback, please? Now I'm going to ask you some questions which are related to these topics. So, do people prefer eating out in a restaurant or eating at home in your country?
Uh, Most often we can see people from an age bracket of 15 to 20 maybe. They often prefers eating out for any kinds of occasions, or maybe occasions including their birthday or Eid or any kinds of festivals. But if you talk about people who are from the segment of more than 20 to 70, or the senior citizens, they often try to eat only in their homemade foods, because they believe homemade foods are made more healthy, they provides more hygiene. At the same time, in homemade foods, the foods do not contain saturated fats, and more amount of sugar, which is they're allergic to. So yeah, there are two different segment of age groups who prefer homemade foods, and another prefers dining out.
So, what food do you usually eat on special occasions during a festival or something like that?
Actually, it depends on the festival. If I talk about some traditional festivals like Eid, I prefer some kinds of like Indian foods, such as some Indian spicy foods, including biryani or maybe some beef curry, mutton curry, and other things like that. And if we talk about any kinds of festivals, like other festivals like uh, Novoborsho, then which is known as the New Year, which is known as the New Year of our Bangla year. So during that time, I usually prepare traditional other foods, like other dishes like ilish and fermented rice. And if I talk about other occasions such as New Year, for English year, or other occasions such as birthday or anniversary, marriage anniversary, we usually prefer some Italian foods or other foods such as pizza or burgers or maybe other some dishes. So actually it depends on the occasions and festivals.
So, is it a hassle to prepare a meal at home?
Actually, from my perspective, I don't think so. Because when I cooked for myself for the first time, I didn't feel like it's a really big hassle. I thought like it's a really easy thing to do. Just probably took about 20 or 15 minutes. Actually, I think it depends on the cuisine I am cooking. So sometimes it's a really big hassle, because you gotta do so many things for yourself. Probably it takes probably takes 1 or 2 hours. So for this reason, some people often prefer dining out sometimes. So sometimes it's a really big hassle.
Thank you, Audrey. That is the end of your speaking test.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.